G'day YouTube, the final carrot harvest. 9 inches and 5 3/4 inches by 1 inch versus 2 inches. And whereas this carrot fought a bit of a battle with, I think, what was an fall armyworm, this carrot survived an attack of the antechinus, or perhaps the mouse plague, at a cost of $18 for the 110 litre container, plus $38 for two 60-litre bags of soil at $19 each, plus, let's call it $5 in spray paint, silver, to keep the ultraviolet light from degrading the plastic, and green to stop from burning the bottom of the leaves of the little seedlings, plus $5 for the seeds. And we'll forget entirely about the turnip seeds, which I sowed into that tub of dirt and none of them came up. But let's just go with the carrots. Equals $61 divided by 22 carrots. Some small, some medium, some really, really big. Equals $2.20 per per carrot. But I've got the dirt. I've got the storage tub. I might have to touch up some dings in the green. But if I dig some mulch into that, then next year the veggies will be a lot cheaper. Meanwhile, there are 2 beetroot yet to go, and we have a second crop in the 3 potato pots. Wild native parsnip is making lots of really nice seed heads, so that's a goodliness. Dwarf beans are doing a second coming. The Swiss chard are being dwarfed by having too many plants in one pot, and the zucchinis are still fighting with white fungus moth. They're not dead yet, but they're not making any food either. One is learning. Tomatoes are feeding the birdies. One corn is entirely superfluous, but it did provide 3 little baby corns, which I must admit I didn't eat, but it should count as half a meal. I threw them away because they stayed in the Trafalgar cold safe for too long and I just didn't get around to it. But that is the final carrot harvest. There we go. 61 divided by 22 is $2.77 per carrot versus about $25 each for the full-size corn cobs. The first time you set up to grow vegetables in tubs because you haven't got any soil on the landscape, owing to the 140 years worth of sheep and potato brigade farming which went on before one purchased title deed to the land. The first time you go to grow vegetables in topsoil purchased in a shop, in storage tubs purchased in a shop, painted with commercial seeds, it's going to be expensive. But still, it is better to grow food than not. I have no idea how to process this, but I'm pretty sure if I was hungry enough, I could treat all of the seeds of all of the flax lily plants as if they were wheat seeds, which means that this is not a landscape at all bereft of nutrition. And while I'm waiting for the wild native food plants to reclaim the land, well, there's probably not really much wrong with growing Euro peon introduced vegetables in tubs while we wait for the wild native food plants to recolonise the land. The remnants, the bits that haven't been fed to the sheep yet. And in the meantime, look at that. This is what warbles hath wrought. 22 carrots. One may be not self-sufficient, but one is attempting to grow food, which is better than not attempting to grow food. Warbles on a lot to YouTube. Ciao.